Oh, fuck, 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 we're fucked. Puppy Pot and Chill number 554. How the fuck's everybody doing? All that shaking was Munch jumping down off the bed because, well, here lately, I have been having troubles with Munch. He's been acting really fucked up and weird. And I didn't know why. I couldn't figure out why. And I think I finally figured it out. The dog downstairs is a she, and she is in heat. So now Munch is around a dog that's in heat, and he doesn't know what's going on. He's just like, I gotta fuck something, fuck, 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 fuck. He doesn't know why. He's just losing his fucking mind. But I think I know why. It's because of that. And he doesn't understand it. He doesn't know why. He's just losing his fucking shit. So, I get to put up with my dog losing his shit because the dog downstairs is going through a heat. Yay! Anyway, I'm going to take a couple of drags off my cigarette, and then I'm going to jump into this. Yeah! Oh, I did get some new weed. It's from Cowlitz Gold. It's Purple Hindu, High Indica, at 21.7% THC and 1.89% CBD. I did not get it for the CBD. I got it for the THC. I got it to get high. But anyway, moving on. Let's jump into some news. Biden announces an all-female press team for his administration, and the media goes nuts because Biden is so progressive. What the media isn't telling you, though, is that Trump has had an all-female press team for years. But, you know, the media won't tell you that. They're just going to tell you that Biden is so great because he has a all-female press team now. Because that's fair. Even though Trump did it first, and even though Biden hasn't actually done it yet, Munch, lay down and quit. And even though Biden hasn't actually done it yet, we're going to praise Biden for him doing something he hadn't done yet and something Trump already has done. The media. Ellen Page declares that she is actually not Ellen Page, but Elliot Page, a queer man. What she really is an ignorant social justice warrior. She is a female, biologically. You can't change that. It's just a simple, natural fact. And nothing to be ashamed of either. But apparently to her it is, because she wants to change. And here's the deal. She's telling everybody that they must respect her wishes and call her... No. I am not going to set aside biological fact because you say that you're something else. And that's like me saying I'm a blender and everybody going, yes, of course he's a blender, and nobody better say anything different. No, people that think they're something else, it's actually a psychosis, and they have problems, and they go see a doctor to get it fixed. Now, when it happens to people, when they say they're a different gender, it's, I'm going to forget the name of it now. There's a name for it. Oh, crap. I can't remember now because I'm already partially high. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just get more high. Maybe that'll help. All right. Purple Hindu. Let's take a hit. And I was going to do this live, but then I realized I got a bunch of shit here and I didn't know how it was going to work out. So in the end, I decided to make the video and then I'll post it later. I know it's chicken shit, but deal with it. I'm a puss. Yeah. I started out liking Ellen Page because I thought she did a good job in the Marvel movies, and then she turned into a fucking complete lunatic, fruitcake, ding dong, paint chip eating, knuckle dragging, mouth breathing, crayon eating. She's just all of it. You know, she's rich and she's gonna tell you how it should be because that's what she thinks, and because she thinks it, you must accept it. Not me. I'm not a sheep. Pelosi came out and made it seem like she is all for the stimulus bill, saying how important it is. We got to get this passed through, even though she's blocked it for months and months and months and months. Why? Well, now it's politically a good move to do so. I mean, people were always starving, but now it makes her really look good to push it through. The lockdowns are unconstitutional. We have a legal right to peaceably assemble, but they're taking that away from us. The Democrats are, especially in the Democrat-run areas where they have mayors and other high up in political people. Democrats in high political positions are just locking people down, making draconian rules. They're not even laws, they're just rules, and then they're asking police to enforce them. Now what's that? And the police that are actually enforcing these draconian rules, I'm going with another person on the internet, calling them oath breakers, because the police are supposed to, they take an oath to protect the people, not the politicians. But right now the politicians are having the police protect what they think is right, and it's draconian and it's against our Constitution and it's all bullshit. And I'll let you look it up and see what you think for yourself on that. Let's take another hit. Munch, lay down before I get upset. I'm not going to follow the made-up rules and regulations laid down by Democrats just because they want the power. I'm sorry. That's not how it works. If you really want to take my rights away from me, you're going to have to come and physically take them away from me. Democrats make rules for you to follow, not them, obviously, as they make rules that you can't gather and have parties, yet they gather and have parties. You can't go anywhere, yet they can go anywhere they want. Right now, the Democrats are raising alarms about side effects in the COVID vaccine. So I looked them up. I also looked up the known side effects for other drugs readily available to people. The side effects for the COVID vaccine are well within the acceptable range of non-lethal side effects, like chills, aches, headaches, things like that. Now, we do have other drugs out there that will kill you. And if you really want to hard on that bad, you can take a drug that'll end your life. But that's okay. It's okay to have a side effect of death when you're talking about a hard-on. When you're just talking about human life, no, a headache is beyond what should be called for. That is stupid. Video comes out of Democrat ballots, or video comes out of Democrat ballot manipulation, or as the rest of the world calls it, cheating. It shows the left and going about pulling out ballots and counting after they told Republicans to go home. So they told all the ballot watchers to go home. We're done counting, and as soon as everybody left, they pulled out ballots and started counting again. And it's really funny when nobody was watching the ballot counters. It's like Biden got all the votes. It was crazy. So they have is on tape the voter irregularities. Munch, knock it off. They have all these voter irregularities and stuff on tape. All the affidavits from people saying that people were telling them to double count and double run ballots to get the count up. And it's like nobody cares. Half the country just doesn't care. They're like, tough, suck it up. You lost. Get over it. I'm okay with Biden taking the office. What I'm not okay with is him getting into office by people cheating him in. I want fair elections. If he wins fairly, fine. I don't like him. I'll get over it. I don't want to think that we don't have fair elections. And that's where I sit right now. With the way the Democrats have handled everything and the obvious voter manipulation and the ballot irregularities, the Democrats stole this election. They cheated, they stole it, and if Biden wins this time, there's nothing I can do about it. But in the future, I want to know that there are going to be fair elections. Otherwise, what good are the elections? I mean, if you're just going to put into office whoever you want, why in the fuck are we even holding the elections? Florida man works on a car in his front. Wait a second, I can't be that far out already. I am. Okay, Florida man works on a car in his front yard and revs his engine repeatedly for over 40 minutes. When the neighbors complain about the noise and the disturbance because, he's been out there revving his car for almost an hour, the shade tree mechanic said that the neighbors were white supremacists and that's why they called on him. Not that he revved his engine for almost an hour. It was because the neighbors were white supremacists and they had it out for him. Now, just so you know, all parties involved were white. So as a white man calling other white people white supremacists to get around him revving his engine for an hour. People say that they want to know what's going on, but they don't actually want to know it. They don't actually want to know it. They don't want to, because if they wanted to know, they'd do the research, and they're just not doing it. They're either believing the front page headline, or they're only looking into it as far as they need to get confirmation on their own personal beliefs, and once they get that, boom, they stop. Now, what that means is there's a lot of people running around with confirmation bias. They think something is one way, so they look into it only as far as finding that it proves what they think is right, but not what may actually be right. And it doesn't matter. They found what they wanted, time to quit, and they're going to fucking defend it without really knowing what's going on. Like when people, there's a popular misconception that Bill Barr is enacting a bunch of draconian punishments and rules about, the death sentence and punishment and how punishment should be laid out. And the press the press asks him a question like, what do you think should happen to rapists and murderers? And Bill Barr will say something to the effect of, well, I think that the state laws, whatever they are, should fulfill whatever punishment is handed down by the courts. And in some time, and in the past, and now there have been things as, firing lines, beheadings, hangings, lethal injection, gas chamber, all kinds of ways to kill people. But is what they do is the press asks him, about this stuff, and when he says this is what the state should do, is they should actually punish people that commit crimes, they say that Bill Barr is enacting all these punishments and saying that, jaywalkers should get the gas chamber. No. All these rules and ways to kill people were around long before Bill Barr. Munch, lay down. Quit. All these things were around long before Bill Barr. He's just trying to get the rules enforced. Now, because he's trying to enforce the rules, he's being called a plethora of names. Everything from a white supremacist to a racist. If you break the law, you're going to have to face the consequences. Now, I know some people think they shouldn't have to because they're better or because of a certain skin color. No. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, okay? It's very simple. You break the law, you take the chance of going to jail, all right? If you don't follow police, what the police ask you to do, there's a very good chance you're going to get into what they call pain compliance or worse. But I've never seen a video where everybody complies and people are fucked up. It's always when people are fighting. That is when the problems arise. But hey, don't listen to me. I'm a fucking stupid stoner idiot. If you shouldn't listen to me to begin with. You need to look things up for yourself. Don't believe me. I don't want you to believe me, but I really don't want you to believe mainstream media, and definitely don't believe social media. They all have their agendas. They're all pushing their own ideas, and if you don't fall in line, they call you names. That's fine. Call me names. I want to know the truth. I do not need to be led around by the nose. I'm not sheep. Bah! All right. Always remember, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If not, just don't do it. We can be smart stoners. Let's take another hit. All right. This one turned out pretty good. I actually got out what I wanted to get out. Just because somebody says something is a certain way, it does not mean that that's how it really is. Jesus, Munch. God, come on. Fuck. All right, just because they say it's a certain way, that does not mean that's how it really is. All right, if you want to know the truth, you might have to dig for it. And you may not like the truth. You may not like what you find. But there's a lot of things that I don't like, but I'm glad that I know. Dude, are you okay? Are you all right? I mean, I know. Leah is in heat downstairs and you don't know what's going on and you're losing your shit and you're just up here fucking whining and sniveling and crying because you don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it, dude. I know. And I do a Munch trick, but unfortunately, like I said, he's been out of sorts today, and I just don't reward bad behavior. So he's not going to get treats today. I did work with him, but we worked with dog food, just regular dog food earlier, not the treats. So, all right, that's pretty much it, man. That pretty much sums up what I got to say. There's a lot of liars out there in mainstream media. There's a lot of people pushing their own agendas. They really don't care about the truth. They'd rather just push what they want you to believe, period. You can either fall in line with them and believe what they tell you to believe, or you can use this crazy thing right here in front of you and you can find out the truth. Dude, chill. God damn. No, oh, poor baby. Poor baby. You know, oh. Sitting here making fun of my dog. What kind of an asshole am I? The kind of asshole that makes fun of my whiny dog because he's acting like a bitch because the female downstairs isn't eating. Oh. All right. Me and Munch, we love you guys. All right. You know we do. He upsets me sometimes, but in the end, he's an extremely good dog. There'll be more puppy potting chills in the future and a lot more tricks, and he'll have plenty of junk food to eat. Trust me, he always gets a lot of shit. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down. I'm over 20 minutes. Let me take another hit. Quick shout out to friends and sessions. Eric Scanlon, Stephen Eldridge, Lisa Sonnentag, Elizabeth Wilson. Thank you for being my supporters always. I love you guys. Settle down. If you knock my phone and stuff off, I'm going to be upset. Jesus. Anyway, I got to clean my pipe. I just got resin all over my lips. All right, anyway. God damn. Peace. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll talk to you later. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. And have a good evening. Shush. Sitting outside the door.